of exploration game. So we'll be picking a country, like a random country like Spain, and we're gonna be going the game. The first thing you do, you have to put your capital. Where you put the capital, it shows you what kind of resources you take. The closer you are to the ocean, the more fish you take. It's important to feed, so either fish or livestock, as you see here, it's needed, and then you need grain. This is grain, this is wool, these are mountains, these are hills, here are forests, of course. So I'm gonna be putting my capital here, which is close to the forest. I could start here too, but I want some fish. And then the wool is close, so we can start the game here. So first thing first, here. Now I'm gonna be. This guy is building the road. He's an engineer. He takes one turn to build in plains, as you see here. And then this is swamp and hills. It takes 2 turns. And then in mountains, it takes him 3 turns to build the whole road. So here's the builder. He's building, obviously. He's upgrading this timber from 0 to 1 in 2 turns. They always take 2 turns. So now in 1 turn, the engine is going to be here, and the second one is going to be there. Then we're going to be moving upwards, looking for some iron. So then we're going to be sending some of our ships out, 2 of them, because we don't need any more in capital waiting here, to explore and find some new world. And here we have the technologies. In technology tree, you need a lot of things, like we have the finance. Here is if you want to do some trading with other countries, major or smaller ones, it helps you. Here you have the army, where you develop your units. Navy, develop the navy. Industry develops industry. And gathering, yes, you gather more. And here, so this is the technology one. Here is the diplomatic, but I'm going to come out. I'm going to explain about this later because it's not important in the first turn. Here is where you can import and export things. Here's you buy, here's you sell. I'm going to go through it a little bit later. And then here's the productivity. So first I would like to get an extra paper and iron. So I always need to even those because I'm OCD. And then I need 3 of paper so I can recruit 1 of the explorer. So all of them, they take 3 paper and 500 bucks to make one. So I need an explorer in the beginning because I don't have any resources to get a builder or an engineer, and that's why it's not useful now, because like we are very far behind in technology, so no one is going to steal from us. So here you see grain. You need 1 grain, you transport 1, and then you have meat, which is either fish or meat, and we need 1 and we transport 5. That's why I want to be close to the ocean. It's less likely to have livestock available rather than grain, so that's why I need a lot of fish in the beginning of the game. So this is this, and here is what we have. So we only gain every turn 1 grain and 5 fish, no products. So as always, I go here and I disband this unit because it's a peasant. So if we go here, we're gonna see the units. This is the unit so far. This is the only color we have. It's cavalry. And then you have knights, squares, peasants, which is the worst with the 3 melee. And then you have pikemen, arquebusiers, whatever, and bowmen, which they are the only unit that doesn't get evolved. They just stay bowmen forever, while everyone else changes. And here are 3 spots where we're gonna get more units as we develop later. So here is you and your turn. So this is pretty much like first things you need to know about imperialism. So now we're in the second turn, so everyone goes again. 1 turn went, so we're getting closer. 2 trees over there. Keep sending to explore. Sorry about that. And actually, I'm thinking I'm gonna go through here so I can get this wool, and then I'm gonna go there to get the wood over there. So I should have thought of that before. I'm gonna go for timber, so I produce 1 timber and 1 iron, and now I'm gonna get an explorer, an extra explorer. There we go. Nothing to sell. Now there's the second explorer. We go here. We're gonna take 1 wool so that I can have a wool too. Now, as you see, we have 0 production yet, and we are waiting for some turns to pass. It's a slow-paced game in the beginning, but be patient. and trust me, you will be rewarded if you like games where you can organize everything. And like, maybe you will not enjoy the graphics, but I personally love this game for like 20 years now. So it's worth the time, and it's always fun for me. And I'm trying to do new things so that I can like make it become even better. Like, this is obviously my first attempt of recording a game. That's why I'm a little nervous and don't know what things anyone will be interested, if anyone is interested in watching this. Alright, so now there is a second irony, but because there is a guy in the way, I'm just gonna wait for it with him. Gonna go forward. So so the AI automatically puts one in paper for some reason, which you don't really want that unless you want the paper. So you always go for lumber, which is way more important, especially in the beginning of the game. So keep exploring. Technologies are going good. So you see these flags, it means that all of these countries, all 5 of the countries, France, England, Sweden, Holland, actually Netherlands, and Portugal have, and like here you see like in timber gathering is 0, so no flags. That means that no one has discovered it. So it's more difficult to discover a technology that hasn't been discovered yet. So always go for the flag ones because they help you go faster. So now, wait, I'm gonna need this because we don't have much timber, and I need that. Okay, I can always sell paper, but I'm waiting for the price to go up. Around 300 is nice. So now, here's the new world. So already England sent an arquebusier and a lancer to make fun of me how pronounced this word. And they fought against spearman and archer, and they won by killing one of the spearmen, and the archer probably ran away. Alright, so when you see this is a port, and there is always in this province or in the next one there is the capital. So when you see this, it's one cotton. That means that there is a capital somewhere in this here. Some of these parts here we see must be somewhere here, the capital, and here we see it's over there. So I'll be looking with my explorers there, so I can figure out where they are. Because when you have discovered more of them, you can trade with them, and that is better, so you can sell to more countries. So now because I have 1 lumber and 1 iron, I'm not going to be using him to build a road. I would just use the time for him to build something which is going to be more useful. So I'm going to be building a crane so that I can produce 2, transporting 2, so I need 1, and then I will be recruiting 2 more guys so that I can have more production. So there we go. Keep going. So we discovered the 2 things we were looking for, and now I will go for level 2 grain, which is important, and spice. So now, because spices has only 1 flag, it will take more time to be researched. So I'm gonna hold it and wait until there are more flags, because they always go for that one. They always go for that one, and so I will be waiting and it will save some money for me. So now I'm gonna go up here, and I know there's a capital here, so I'm gonna be going there. Alright, now I have production of 2 timber, which means that every 10 I will produce 1 lumber, which is very important, as you might have figured out. Alright, now because it's 1 turn, we're gonna set it down, wait for 2 turns, so I'm gonna save $100 instead of spending them. So there we go. Now I'll be looking somewhere here to find that we found those guys, and now I'm gonna be looking for them. So in deserts you can find diamonds, which are very important, and you might not know this, but diamonds don't shine, unlike someone else says. There we go. I need to explore everything because that's how I am. So now I can produce 2 more in case I need. Okay, 263 is good. Finance army. So now I don't really need anything, but I know they're going to be researching iron level 2, so I'm going to be putting it there. There it is, 1 tobacco, which means that they're around. So now I won't have an extra, so I'm gonna wait a turn so he can start building, and then the next turn he will have enough to make the road. Alright. Build the road. Make the road. So we can see in the map that England has been conquering Taino, and they're getting the land, so I guess they found some diamonds or other resources they need, so that's why they've been conquering that land. Sometimes they just conquer the land because they can. This is my uncle and I, we call this game the Age of Exploitation, which is, you can guess why. Alright, so now we have reached the point where I'm always happy when I can produce 2 wool, 2 timber, and in the next turn 2 iron, while making some progress in technology and having a little bit of labor and being able to, like, you know, sell at least one thing. So this is a good start of the game, I would say very much, and I'm gonna get in more details in the next one. So I'm happy if anyone sees this. See you next time.